Plenty mistakes happening as the stream goes live. You know, figure that one out.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
Damn it.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing high pressure masks. Cap okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
If anyone watching, you're wondering what that 4-hour, 20-minute countdown is in the bottom corner, well, that's my current time zone's countdown to midnight.
Connecting oxygen hose to interconnector.
And I'm going to be streaming all 4 of those hours tonight. Which is why I could be streaming more than one game tonight, if a few of my friends are interested.
Approaching release.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put on the cigar. Put on your masks.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch. External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
He'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite by the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate the alarm.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
Wrong franchise!
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings.
Sensor lock. You're okay with it.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtuous mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky.
Yeah, this game I've always wanted to stream. But I've never been able to do it because it's not, well, until recently, it wasn't available on Steam.
About 2 years
And the more recent release of it was on PS3, and I have no idea how to stream from a PS3, so I had to wait till it hits PS5.
His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviet's top secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov, isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of the design bureau. That's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he's become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence.
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern
Yeah,
side
if you asked me to explain the story, the entire story of the Metal Gear franchise to you, yeah, my head would probably burst trying to explain it, and your minds would spin. Hideo Kojima is one hell of a mad storyteller.
He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
the QQ Missile Crisis.
October 16, 1962. President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of flying intermediate-range ballistic missiles, Cuba. President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert.
What the hell's going on at the countdown?
Frantic negotiations conducted with the UN
Oh, there we go.
Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff.
Bloody
Finally,
weird.
on
What can you
October
say about that?
28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No.
The
Jupiter
fuck are IRBMs?
deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea.
No
We were
idea.
running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handed him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what
Oh,
kind of
shit.
weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selino Yas, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
They expect you to land when you can barely see through the fucking goggles? Really? Mate, really?
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue, Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The full surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proof.
Yeah. Has it? Has it really?
Sokolov is up to it.
Or is this just one of those cases where Hideo Kojima read about it, just decided to put it in the game?
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat tower?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Eating in the jungle. I'll drink to that. And there goes my equipment. The fact that that helmet says US Army on it, and you're going to leave it in the middle of a jungle in the middle of nowhere, wouldn't that scream out the US Army was here, come, and we're responsible for this rescue? Don't really think too hard, do you?
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory. Somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Well, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant.
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell
Or
you
is
later
it?
when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where
Yeah,
it
I'd
is?
better go get it.
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of the tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button.
Mate, I've played this
I'll
game
be
so many
monitoring
times,
the
I already
progress
know
of the
that.
radio. We can't risk violating
I'm not
Soviet
kidding, I've played this
airspace
game a
while
lot,
on gun.
so I pretty much know it like the back of my hand.
frequency is
Cue the what the fuck is that
140.85.
joke there.
I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Alright. Time to go rescue Sokolov and maybe eat a couple of snakes while I'm at it. And saying that out loud, that really didn't sound right.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's
No, shut!
necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from item.
Got it. Use
Got
the
it.
survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun.
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches zero, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
Or unless I played through the game once already and already have some unlocked.
What's this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces
But I'm
of
going to
your
do a
progress.
pure run and I'm going to try not to be seen and not kill.
The same goes for bullets and cartridges too. Your
And I'm
presence
not
in
going to
enemy
save
territory
scum,
is
so if
already
I
a
get
violation of
spotted, well,
international conventions of warfare.
I'm just going to have to deal with it, aren't I?
American soldiers in Russia, it could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself.
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, it's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in
I
charge
will
of
not
reviewing
remember that.
mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake. Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear?
Exactly the way it sounds, lady.
I was on a top-secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question
Or she.
but you are looking for a reason to fight. You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever.
Yeah,
Once
and they wouldn't be willing to die for you,
others will
mate.
take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think.
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra Unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't
And I'm
think of
sure
anyone else outside
nothing bad will
Oh,
happen.
And one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
How can I forget? You keep reminding me.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission.
Commencing virtuous mission.
Now. Alright, let's get wild. Oh, right. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, backpack. I don't need you. I definitely need you. You I'll have. You not so much. As for my backpack. Yeah, that's pretty much what I need to carry on me. Oh, wait, that's right. Camo. I need to fix up the camo. Woodland and leaf pattern. This is pretty much the pattern that you use all the way through the game, really. Except the desert and the chocolate chip camo. Butterflies. Yeah, shoebirds don't want to eat you. Oh, crikey, a croc. Oh, have a look at this Sheila. She is long, she has a very smooth snout, and I'm about to put her to sleep. Ooh, I just put her to sleep just before she was about to enter the muck. Ooh, isn't she a beautiful Sheila? Sorry, had to do it. Rest in peace, Steve Irwin.
Major, I've spotted two enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. You can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage.
I already got that covered, lady.
Camouflage from the survival viewer. The uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed.
Well, those are the game
You
mechanics.
can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Okay. Oh, pardon me. Say night night. You too. Yeah, just your imagination. Just a harmless little bee sting that's gonna make you fall down now. Can't believe the timing of that. Fuck. Ooh, another one. I better put you down. Nah, bitch. Do I need to put another one in you? I guess not. Oh yeah, you cheeky sod. I know what you're thinking. Just gonna make sure I hit the right one. Yeah, just run away from the harmless bees. They don't want to sting you about 1 billion times. Because they can only sting you once before they die. Bloody hell. Okay, but I really should still be careful here. Making sure I'm reloaded. Alrighty then. I'm in the spot. Chick.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Is that all?
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Oh, I missed. Thank you. Ooh, good shot. This is a PS2 era game, so that's the only way I can make sure my clip is full. Get to the grass. Ah, you've made it to the grass. I'm pretty sure. There's one. But he's not in target now. But he will be in a few seconds. Come on, show your mug. Show your mug. Show your mug. Alright, don't show your mug. Didn't want to blow it off anyway. Oh, for God's sake, now you want to show your mug? There you are. Sleep. Preferably on a bed and not the cold hard ground. Okay, here we go.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Vulcan's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
1. Oh, we're not playing counts. Okay.
What is it?
He said to tell you he's sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Vulcan of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Vulcan of the Gru. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Groningen Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I've been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Vulcan from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Vulcan will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out here before then.
Leave it to me.
But not to me. Because I'm in a different country and a different time and a different time.
Where did you learn to speak it?
I didn't learn Russian. I barely know how to speak English.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Oh, and by the way, Texan Gamer, if you're watching, I don't speak English, I'm bloody Australian. Feel free to jump in the VC and yell at me.
Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
No one spotted me.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Get back, you idiot. Really? You Wally? trying to get you out of danger. The last thing you want to do is poke your head out and get yourself in danger. Look at that whipless stance. Come on. Pay attention. Exactly, mate. Uh-oh. Well, we're fucked.
Freeze!
But it's summertime! Well, summertime at the time of this recording.
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. What's a crew soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's Major Ocelot to you. Don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
What? Jesus Christ, really? Your own countryman, mate? I know it's video game logic, but bull fucking shit. There's no way you could accurately hit a ricochet shot like that. There's just no fucking way.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the crew.
Sokolov, take cover.
You're not the boss, are you?
No.
Crew operatives!
What is that stance? that gun.
That gun.
If you're not the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one!
Good waste of ammo, mate. Good waste of ammo. And over the shoulder takedown. I know it's probably morning for most of you watching this, if you're watching it live. I won't be doing my normal stream tomorrow, because I'm doing this tonight. Might join somebody else if they are doing a midnight to midnight stream on their time zone. Maybe, I don't know yet.
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jammed on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
And I also like going night-night.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you alright?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgin.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev supporters and Volgins.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Well, I better get out of here before they come to. And, cause why not? Since I caught a snake. Nom nom nom.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit, Spetsnaz.
Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
That's what we were making Bill.
Yes. The Shagard. The dreaded behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBM.
He can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating so low. Is that thing finished?
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will be the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
World War.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take to America. Quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
And I'm sure nothing bad's about to happen. Don't look over the rail, you idiot! I know the first thing you do when people say to you don't look down is you look down, but just fucking fight it, you idiots.
Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Still gives me the creeps.
It's time we go to the depths of hell itself.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
It's raining blood. Is he crying?
The sorrow.
Kuwabara. What a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift for my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads.
And something bad happened.
These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No,
No.
this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Did you really just do that in one fluid motion? Is that even possible? Taking a weapon apart like that in one foul swoop? Oh! Still cringe every time I see that.
You see my face. We can't let him live.
Considering, Volgan, you have a face like a festive fart, I don't think anyone wants to look at your face.
He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't handle this.
What makes you think I want to, bitch? Idiot. Slash.
The new blood has been rejected. Are we done here?
Now, on to Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
So I know there's some kind of Easter egg around here that I need to find quickly. Just not in the cutscene.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move?
Obviously
You've
not.
got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go.
First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select Cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item, and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Okay. There's the Easter egg. The body of the Sorrow. Believe it or not, I've been trying to look for that for years now. Okay, so this is a deep cut, so suture, bandage, disinfectants, deep cut, deep cut, bone fracture, so that's a splint, bandage, deep cut, bandage, suture, disinfectant, and bone fracture. Before I do this, people watching, if you have a weak stomach, I suggest you close your eyes for a little bit, because what you're about to see and hear is going to make you cringe or shudder. Just a healthy warning. And trust me, I still cringe seeing this. Oh, fucking Jesus! Being forced to put your own elbow back into place. God, that would cane.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
No! That thing needs 5 helicopters to lift. And Snake just about goes night-night. This is not the full game, believe me. There's a hell of a lot more to come. I mean, seriously, if this was just what I did then, if you think that was the entire game, you think I'd label this as one of my favourite games ever? Davy Crockett.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod. Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear.
It's just lipstick. I think she just wanted to adjust herself. That ain't no lipstick.
A kiss of death.
You KGB.
We may be able to use her.
Is what we just saw actually a real thing? A lipstick gun or something like that? Is that a real thing? I think I might have to ask a friend if that is real.
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave these models a toy and try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our country.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Tell me, honestly, would you want to work for some bastard like that? Who willingly shoots a nuke off to kill people? Blow up a facility? I'd assume rather cross the Iron Curtain and defect. And yes, the David Crockett is a nuclear launched thing. Device, thing, launcher, what fucking ever. And yes, I would like to save, thank you. But I'll save new file. There we go. Now enjoy the song, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. love that song. I bloody love that song. In fact, I'll drink to that.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload anti-3 system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment. Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
Oh yeah, that's not a real confidence boost now, is it?
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting day and night their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for escape, Judge.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This Fox is still one step ahead of the house. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its neck.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuba.
Hang on, aren't those things illegal?
This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev, President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKD 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon.
Oh no.
With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the QQ assistant. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard of that. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin. Of the Dragon faction. Go on. Who is this soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yeah, that's the one. And she took two miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took two miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crocker Atomic Battlegroup Delivery System was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed back.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volkin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban Missile. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourself and recover the remaining nuclear devices. Then you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence.
And now we're supposed to do that.
Preferably something painful.
What are you suggesting?
This is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volkin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volkin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple the government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volkin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, what is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
You're joking, right?
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Oh, shut.
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence.
Right. The higher-ups decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentices. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
No choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB...
I don't want to look up. I don't want to look up. I don't want to look up. I want to look up.
You and I talk to each other.
Nice poster.
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eve. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volkin's ranks. Also arranged for him to provide you with an escape agent. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control, unidentified aircraft detected, altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Well, any landing you can walk away from is a very painful one. Ow! I only just got out of hospital after a week of those kind of injuries. What did you think was going to happen? Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss as our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volk.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know.
Well, today you are.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my code name. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my code name, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? Came out last year.
Must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one that escaped him was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name you use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint, got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area has been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, who are the Patriots? And Lali-Lu-Lay-Lo.
Lali-Lu-Lay-Lo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Alright, let's do it. Woodland and back to Leaf. Alright, I'm going to play this for a little bit longer. Then I'll save it, probably have a 5, maybe 10 minute break. And reload and play probably Sea of Thieves. And if anyone I know, all my friends who have the game, want to join me, you just either send me an invite or fucking join my crew. And if you're in a VC I have access to, then I'll join you. But I might as well talk to the others. So starting with paramedic.
Paramedic.
Snake, it's so good to hear from you again.
Same here. It's been a week, hasn't it?
4 days, actually. I visited you in the hospital. You were still unconscious, though.
Then you must have seen me naked.
Yeah, but you were all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do anything but look.
Better luck next time.
Let's hope so.
Oh,
But
really?
seriously, don't forget that you were like that until just yesterday. In fact, you really shouldn't even be on this mission. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. If you start to run low, don't push yourself. Eat something to replenish your stamina. And try not to get yourself hurt. If you're wounded or get bitten by a venomous animal, go into the survival viewer immediately and treat yourself using Cure.
Yeah. I can see you still know how to nag.
You're welcome. And I can see you still don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
Maybe so. By the way, I heard you're going to lose your medical license if this mission fails.
Yes, there was talk of that, but the mission won't fail, will it?
Of course not.
Of course
Good.
not.
I believe in you. But you know what? I really don't care about my medical license.
Didn't they use that to force you to participate in this operation?
No, I volunteered.
Why?
So that I could watch over you. Snake, you're the best agent I've ever seen. But you push yourself too hard. You're reckless. Someone has to stop you from getting into trouble to make sure you and the boss don't kill each other. So that's why I volunteered. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
Stop right there. You can thank me when you get back.
All right.
And now let's hear from Sigurd.
Yo! You're Snake, aren't you?
And you're Sigurd?
None other.
I heard that you're an expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Close. I am the expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology. I'm the guy that designed your trank gun, active sonar, and motion detector. If you want to know anything about weapons or equipment you find in the field, just send me a message and ask. Later.
Alright, let's do this. That's a tree snake. A green tree snake. They're a python. They're not venomous. But they're still fucking creepy as. Phony! If that was a unicorn with purple hair, I guess we'd be calling it bloody Rarity, wouldn't we?
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
What are you doing here?
You still have a lot to learn about combat, Snake. You had the opportunity to fire and you blew it.
Go.
sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing the mission. You're not even armed.
Of course I'm armed. I got 2 of them. 1, 2, and I can slap you with any one of them.
Boss!
I'm not your boss anymore.
You're firing me? Why are you firing me?
Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you do that?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
Oh, good questions.
You don't know the truth yet.
And the answer is 42.
I don't expect you to forgive me.
I'm not going to.
But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
Ouch!
If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with Volgin isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
No shut. Means I have to duck. Means I have to duck down here for a little bit.
What's this? HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Can't let him see me. Okay. I'm just a snake in the grass. You don't need to look here. Hiss, hiss. Hiss, bloody hiss. I'm just a snake in the grass. Hiss, 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 hiss. God, the fucking clock is slow in this, I swear. Piss off, piss off, piss off! Remember, don't mind me. I'm just a snake in the grass. I could be a king brown. I could be a red-bellied black snake. I could be a black mamba. Or a death adder. Hell's bells, I could be a green tree python. Or even a Texas rattlesnake. I'm just a snake in the grass. You don't need to worry about me. As long as you don't come near me, I won't inject you full of venom. Have I gotten this point across yet? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Alright, piss off.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. No problem.
Understood. Return to your position.
Don't turn around, don't turn around. I hate this. I don't have a gun. I'm pretty much defenseless here. Yeah, I have the Patriot and a single action army, but both of them make a lot of noise, and that's not exactly good for sneaking, you know? Now, unfortunately, I can't do the beehive trick this time, so I really got to be careful. Shit! Yes, you were seeing things. You just saw a snake. Hiss, hiss, fucking hiss. I can't go in the fucking... I can't go into search mode. Okay, come on. Wait on. Oh, I just friggin' remembered. I'm only gonna do this once because I want to get past that guy. So, stealth camo, stealth. Where the fuck is that? Oh, that's not it. It's supposed to have stealth. Where the? Huh? Fly. Oh. Or is it in my backpack? There it is. I'm not going to make it a habit of doing this. I just want to get past that guy. Okay, and letting go. Not what I wanted to do. Okay. As soon as I get my weapon back, I'll unequip the stealth so I can not worry about this. Okay, I know there's nobody here, so unequipping the stealth camouflage because I don't want to make a habit of using that thing. Okay, I know there's weapons. Ah, there's one. AK-47. Smoke grenade. And that's a box. Bugger! But then again, it wouldn't be a Metal Gear Solid game if there was no cardboard box now, would it? Oh, come on. Turn and grab, yep. Yeah, seriously, it wouldn't be a freaking Metal Gear game without a cardboard box now, would it? Mine detector. And Adam's not in here. Alright, while this cutscene's going on, I'll be right back again.
Sorry, I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me. Trapped.
Get down!
Okay, I'm back. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down. Her eyes are up there. Don't look down. Don't look down. I'm looking down. Her eyes are up there. Oi, mate, her eyes are up there, not down there.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Logan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were?
Yes.
Why?
Because I can do things he can't.
The million and one jokes, I'm not going to say them.
For the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mounts military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here. Even that's hard to come by. Don't worry now. The one I've got for you is American made.
.45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long tight trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized.
That's one hell of a modified gun.
Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers. And there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you?
That's the tranquilizer gun.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then?
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Maybe.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Yes, we will.
To the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head more through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right. Let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
Nah.
You'll never make it in your condition. It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it.
My orders are to provide you with information, nothing more. You look disappointed. All right then. I'll do something special for you. I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down.
I don't wanna. You can't make me.
What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Or can you? Might want to get that.
Gonna get that?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty then. And I'm sure that doesn't make her suspicious at all. Don't look, 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 don't look.
What's the matter?
We're surrounded. I see 4 of them.
We've got company. It's the Ocelot unit. Let's get out of here. Hurry. Don't forget your gear.
It's already on me.
Here. Give me a hand. We can use this to get to the basement. Damn it! Ocelot. I'll get past them on my bike. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll keep busy. Huh?
Don't go down on me now.
Always had trouble with this part, so I'm not using the stealth armor again. Wait, make sure I got... No, not the Kodak. Make sure I got the tranquilizer gun equipped. Keep the directional mag. Nothing here I need or want. Ooh, shit. Okay. Just fall down, you idiot. There you go.
What? Not here? Get away? got to be around. Find him.
Get back under. Okay.
Move!
Okay, I hit him. Don't risk it. Really, you two just walked past two of your sleeping comrades. What the hell is the matter with you two? Nah, bitch. Yeah, I know where the last two are. So let's go get them. There you are. Damn it. It's in a perfect spot too. But there's the other one. Stay still. Say goodnight. One left and he's on top of the roof. Means I gotta get him before he gets me. Maybe let's go back to the other spot and just wait. Here he comes. Say nah, bitch. Go on, fall down. This is the part where you fall down. There you go. Trigger it again. There we go. Three. 4. 5, 6.
I've been waiting for this moment.
That's it. That's the stance. I don't think so. What? A female spy? bitch is wearing perfume. Stay where you are. I've had enough of your judo.
I see you got yourself a single-action army.
That's right. There'll be no accidents this time.
You call that an accident? Well, it wouldn't have happened if you hadn't shown off.
What did you say?
It's a nice gun, I'll give you that. But the engraver gives you no tactical advantage whatsoever. Unless you were planning to auction it off as a collector's item. And you're forgetting one more very basic thing. You don't have what it takes to kill me.
We'll see.
And that's an ouch. Well, I think you better lie down, Ocelot. You look a little tired.
6 shots. That thing only carries 6 shots. The Makarov carries 8. You have to get a feel for how many you have left. This is a high-class weapon. It's not meant for shooting people.
Damn! This isn't over yet.
Don't.
Why?
He's still young.
You'll regret stuff on me. Damn it! I've got to get back before he does.
Well, you better hurry. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick look around to see if there's anything I missed. I'm pretty sure I grabbed the AK from up here. Which I did, okay. There's supposed to be night vision goggles or infrared goggles I've got to get here. I missed them my first playthrough of this on the PS5. Can't miss them again because they're important. There they are. Yeah, thermal goggles. Anything? Nope. Okay. Now, I don't have to worry about enemies in here, but I do have to worry about the crocs. Yeah, right there, you can see one. See? It's right... Wait, that's not the... Ah, shit, that's the other thing I've got to watch out for. God damn it. If you didn't hear that, I got fucking hit by a leech. Need to use bug juice if I have any on me. Nope, not that side. Bug juice, bug juice, bug juice. Yes, I got bug juice. There, I should be safe from leeches for a little while. as I was saying, Croc's right there. Did you see it? Got it. Brr, 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 brr.
Snake, are you there?
Eva?
Did you miss me?
Did you
Maybe.
make out any trouble?
No one saw me.
So you're back with Vulcan.
In a matter of speaking.
What about the boss?
Yeah, she's here too.
Better be careful.
Thanks, I will. The boss and I get along pretty well, though. I guess we traders have a lot in common.
Why would anyone want to defect? Betraying your country like that, I just don't get it.
Are you talking about the boss?
Why do you do it? Weren't you born and raised in America?
Yes, in a small rural town. I never even knew there were other countries, other cultures, other ways of thinking, until I went to work for the NSA. And one day, I found I'd lost faith in the things I'd been taking for granted.
What did you see? What was it that made you want to change sides?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
I saw the universe.
The universe?
Not the actual universe. The universe as the intelligence community sees it. I realized the gravity in this universe was holding me back. That's all. People and countries are both changed by their environment and by the times.
That sounds like what the boss was saying.
There's a world of difference between this country and America. But it's only a difference of position, a difference of perspective. Coming here made me realize something. Half of what I've been told was a complete and utter lie. The other half was a conveniently constructed lie.
Where's the truth then?
It's hidden in the lies.
Are you lying too?
Who knows? I've been trained to make even the most severe falsehoods sound like the honest truth. Weren't you?
No. I believe because I have to, even if it is a lie. That's part of my mission.
I'll have to remember that. If you need me, give me a call on the radio. My frequency is 142.52. See ya.
Alrighty then. Now there's a reason I'm going up this way, because there's an item up here that I have to use as the game goes on. So... oh, wrong. Other way, come on. I have to get this right, because if I miss, I'm going to be in the middle of those crocs, so... and drop and catch. Come on, gotcha! That spinning box right there is the item I'm talking about. And letting go now. The croc cap. Trust me, it's an important item. Oh, before I do that, bug juice, so I don't get hit by leeches again. Oh no. A rope. I wonder what that's gonna do. Yeah, that's the thing. Not only do you have to eat to survive, but you have to avoid traps too. Fucking love this game. Okay, before I do anything, backpack. Don't need the bug juice anymore. But I do need the mine detector. Now you see why I got the mine detector equipped. There's claymores around here. There's more, you can see one right there. But first... And yes, that is what you think it is. I'm not going to kill it. Just going to put it to sleep and attract the guard that it's with. I'll happily shoot snakes, but dogs? No fucking way. Nice shot. Okay, T-minus under 2 hours until the Australian New Year. Well, in my state at least, we're always kind of half an hour behind. Okay. Tin cans. I better not touch that fucking I better not touch that one. Hello, you. And goodbye, you. Did he just fall into the electric fence? Ooh, he's gonna be in for a shocking wake-up call. Come on, you. Go to bed. More tin cans. Okay, base. And this face paint, I messed on my first playthrough of it, so better collect it now and get the trophy, even though you won't see the notification for it. Well, I just tick. Better stay here. Nah, bitch. And what I'm about to do over here, I'll probably be called cruel. 'Cause this is their ammo cache. Yes, collect everything you can. Backpack. Weapon. Oi! Oi! And get to a safe distance and... Oh no, I just blew up their weapon cache. Means they only have very little bullets to use. Oh no. Damn! I'm surprised I didn't attract any attention. Fall down. There you go. Say night-night. Missed. Say night-night. Is that the last one? Shit, no one. No, I'm not doing what you think I'm doing. I'm not placing a stick of TNT in the food pantry. not about to blow up the food source. No, not so ever. Oh, I didn't just rip them off from their food and ammo. What kind of a cruel person do you take me for?
You're here at last. Looks like the boss's info was right. Twice now you've made me taste bitter defeat. The Cobras. But you're mine now. All of you, leave us. It's just you and me. No one to get in our way. Ocelots are proud creatures. They prefer to hunt alone.
Do they now? Well, here's some random trivia for you. The bloke that they actually got to mocap that is actually a very well-known Japanese, gun twirler. He actually has YouTube videos reenacting this entire thing. Every second of it, he reenacts for his on a YouTube video, and he really is that good. If you ever have the chance or want to, look up Ocelot gun twirling real life, and you'll see the bloke. Who actually did the gun twirling for the bloody mocap. That bloke's incredible. I've got to tell you that.
Major, coming for your assistance. Fire!
Yeah, you're reloading your guns in the open. Mate, you're asking to get shot in the head.
Reload time is exhilarating. Yes! It's the heart of the duel.
Alright, quick draw.
See my technique? Perfect. See my technique? Perfect. Major, that's the one. Not bad, eh? I felt the tension like this before. That's so different for simply changing clip. You coward. This reload time is exhilarating.
technique? Perfect.
No, it wasn't.
Damn it. Found us.
That's a horrible, horrible way to go. And considering they're hornets, not like bees, they can sting you multiple times and not die. Bees get you once and they're dead. Except maybe African killer bees, they can get you as many times as they want.
Lucky. We'll meet again.
Yes, we will. Right, well, I'm gonna save it here and have a 10-minute break. Then I'm going to load up a different game. Okay, we'll just hear what she says.
You ever heard of Godzilla King of Monsters?
No, what is it?
It's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really?
Not nowadays.
Too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America too.
Why's that?
2004 will be Godzilla's 50th birthday.
So that means next year will be Godzilla's 70th birthday.
Everybody loves Godzilla.
Interesting.
A lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
Alright, well, I'm having a 10-minute break, so I'll see you in about 10 minutes, and I'm going to load up a different game. So, if you're still watching, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in about 10 minutes.